Good day, our viewers, and you're welcome to my channel, Television TV. Today we are in Abuja, the federal capital, specifically at the Setcon Hotel in Nkwarimpa, where the National Provision Commission is organizing a workshop on the review of our manual of instructions for the next census, in a bid to ensure that Nigerians are well kept abreast of what is happening, particularly on what in the workshop here. I spoke to the director of Census, Mrs. Evelyn Arinola Olanipekun. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Sorry to see you again
Thank
on
you
another
very
program.
much.
This time around, we are on the review and finalization of the manual.
Yes.
Well, that's one thing. Why a new manual? Why we just use one we just pass class?
Well, it is not a new manual, and thanks for that question, so that we enable us clarify exactly what we are doing. You will recall that recently we conducted the trial census, and we say trial census is a mock census that depicts all that we want to do during the main census. And one major reason for trial census is to be able to assess our preparedness and to also look at areas where we have challenges, areas where we need a few more preparations to be done. And as such, you expect that a lot of things will come up, and a lot of lessons came up, which requires us to review some of our questions. Part of the objective of trial census is to know the people's understanding of what we want from them. That is, the questions we are asking from them, how much they are understanding, how useful are their responses. Some of the responses have shown us that we need to tweak some of the questions, which we have done. Some of the field operations have shown us that some changes need to be done to the questionnaire so that things can come out better. And all of this we have tried to do. The last 2 weeks we have been working on the questionnaire, taking it one question after the other, and studied it against the analysis of the trial census that we did. And we found out that so many modifications were made on the questionnaire now. And the manual is supposed to be a kind of guidelines to administer the questions. And when questions change, when questions are modified, you expect that the manual as well should be in tandem with the changes. And so it is those changes now we are trying to track and modify in the manual. It is not a new manual, but just a revised manual to pick up the lessons and the changes that occurred subsequent to the conduct of the trial census.
So, where do we go from here?
Now, from here now, we're ready to go into the phase of training, because the questionnaire and the manual are the key instrument that we need for the training of our functionaries. And for a good output in the field, the census is about data collection. And data not just collected just anything, we need quality data. And quality data requires quality training. And you will recall that we said we are going out this time around full-blown digital. And to have a digital census, we've got to have a thorough preparation and adequate tests that can really give us the confidence we need to go into the field prepared for it. And so now, part of the preparation again is the revision of the manual to be in agreement with the questionnaire. That is, both manual and questionnaire speak to each other, and with this finalized, we can now be confident that trainings can start, because the manual now is a daily companion of every field functionary, because from enumerator to supervisor to field coordinator to state coordinators and all monitors, the manual is the common reference book which all of them needs to carry out their duties. And this has to be fine-tuned and standardized, so that what is happening in North is happening in the South, East and West. Everyone is using the same standardized material, which is the manual, and this will help us to standardize our field work and output that we get from the field.
I'm satisfied with the work that has been done so far.
Okay, yes, to a large extent have been very satisfied, because to embark on a project as huge as Census, you need a lot of preparation and a lot of testing. And to the glory of God, we have been able to conduct 2 different tests. We conducted validation of instrument. Again, we conducted trial sensors that enabled us to try every aspect of the process that leads to that leads to a census, including the training and the building a household listing, the main enumeration, and like before in the trial census, we try to take a large entity, that is the LGA. We try to complete enumeration in a whole LGA, and for this aspect, we took 6 LGAs, 1 in each geopolitical zone, in which we worked and did complete enumeration for every locality, every EA in the LGA. And this has helped us so much to be able to really know to test a lot of our processes. And for instance, we're able to manage, we know what to do to manage localities that are in difficult areas, where things that we are planning to use for training, how much of it can we get in such areas, and where we cannot get them, the alternatives which we were able to use to achieve our success in the trial census were noted. And with this now is part of our preparation for the main census. For instance, part of our planning for the main census, which is we said will be fully digital, is the fact that we need network, is the fact that we need digital training equipment like the projector. We need the tablet to work. And in some places, even to get electricity to charge our tablet was a challenge. But we now know that for such areas, we need to make alternative arrangement for electricity. In places where we could not get projector, even when we have our money, we could not even get to rent because of the rural nature of the LGA. All of this has given us a good signal that in all places we may not get all these things ready, but we must have our plan B that can help us deliver our training effectively. And all of this we have taken into account. Again, in some areas, in all the areas we need network. We need network to be able to carry out, to transmit our data after collection, even to fetch our map and to fetch the application that they use for the data collection. In some localities, we found out that network was a challenge. And so we have also said, we have devised a means that they can fetch at the point where there is network. They will go to the location, work offline, and come back to where there is network to send their data. And where the location where there is network is so far, we have the arrangement that enumerator will send data through the supervisor, through a device that we enable the supervisor carry it now to where there is network, and then be able to send to the central server. All of these are key and vital lessons which we learned during the trial census, and which will be very vital for us in the planning towards the main census.
You want to add what you've said?
To add to all that I've said, I will only just enjoin everyone to just cooperate with the National Population Commission this time around to be able to get a very good data for Nigeria, because we are more than prepared, and the technology is working in our advantage. It's giving us a better confidence over what we are doing, and we are more than determined to give the country a reliable, acceptable, and very viable data come 2023.
Thank you.
Thank you.